Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we wrote the code to call login user API in our Angular application, and in today's video, we will create user storage service, and then we will create methods to store the user details in the local storage, and then we will create the methods to get the user details from the storage as well. So let's get started. So in our Angular application, first of all, we need to create storage service. And to do this, we will right click on our basic services package and we will open it in integrated terminal. And in this terminal, we will give the command ng g for generate, s for service, and we will name this service as user storage. And as you can see, our user storage service is ready. And now let's open userstorage.service.ts, and in this file we need to create a constant for the key of our object which we will store in the local storage. And to do this we will write constant keyword and then we will name this as user, and after this for the value we will give this as ATT underscore user. And after this, in this user storage service, we need to create a method to save the user details, and this will be a static method and we will name this as saveUser. And after this, in the arguments we will accept user and the type of this will be any. And then for the return type of this method we will give this as void. And in the body of this method, first of all, we need to remove existing user from the storage if exist. And to do this, we will use window and then we will call local storage. And after this, we will call a method remove item. And then for the key, we will give this as our user constant. And after the removal of existing user, now we need to set a new user, and to do this we will again use window and then we will call local storage and then we will call set item method, and in this for the key we will pass our user constant, and then for the value we need to pass the user details which are coming through params, and before passing the user we need to stringify that user, and to do this we will use JSON and then we will call stringify method, and in this we will pass the user. And with this our save user method is completed, and now we need to create a method to get user, and to do this we will create another static method and we will name this as get user, and after this for the return type we will give this as any, and in the body of this method we will write return statement, and after this we will use local storage and then we will call a method getItem, and in this for the key we will pass user constant, and before returning this user we need to pass it to the JSON, and to do this we will use JSON and then we will call a method parse, and in this parse method we will pass the output of getItem method, and with this our getUser method is completed as well. And now to fix this error we need to open tsconfig.json, and in this we will update the value of strict from true to false, and then we will save this file and we will go back to our user storage service, and as you can see the error got resolved. And now let's save this file as well, and after this we need to update the code of our login component to call this save user method after the login, and to do this we will open login.component.ts, and in this component after the login user API call in the success case we need to call that method, and to do this we will write user storage service, and after this we will call a method saveUser, and in the params of this method we will pass the response, and with this our code is completed in the login component as well. And now let's save this file and let's run our application. And as you can see our application is up without any errors, And now let's go to the browser and let's validate the functionality of our storage service. And in the browser, we will hit F12 to open the console, and then we will open application tab. And as you can see in the local storage, for now we don't have any key value pair for our local host. And now in the login form, let's enter the detail of admin user, and after adding email and password, let's click on this login button. And as you can see, after the login success, we got a new key value pair with the name of ATT underscore user. And for the value, we can see the email is admin@gmail.com. And then we have ID, name, and user role, which are coming from the API response. And that's it for today's video. In the next video, we will update our user storage service, and we will add the methods like getUser ID, getUserProjectID, and get the role of the user which is logged in. And then we will create the methods to check if admin or employee or manager is logged in.